Hello, and a huge welcome back to the TalkUp English Channel. I'm Brian, and as always, I'm here with the wonderful Chloe.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy you've decided to join us today. Brian, I am particularly excited about today's topic. It's something that I think every single English learner in the world has worried about at some point.
I completely agree. We are going to tackle one of the most common, most important, and let's be honest, one of the scariest questions in the English language. So, tell me about yourself.
Oh, just hearing you say it makes my heart beat a little faster. It's such a simple question, but it feels so big, doesn't it? Whether you're in a job interview, meeting new people at a party, on a first date, or even just introducing yourself in a class, you are going to hear this question.
Exactly, and the reason it's so scary is because it's so open. What do they want to know? My whole life story? My hobbies? My work experience? It's hard to know where to start and, more importantly, where to stop. Many people either say too little, like, I'm Brian, I'm a teacher, or they talk for 10 minutes without a clear point.
That's the classic mistake. Today, we are going to fix that. We are going to give you a simple, powerful, and easy to remember structure that will help you answer "Tell me about yourself" with confidence every single time. By the end of this episode, you will feel prepared and maybe even a little excited for the next time someone asks you this question.
That's the goal. We'll break it down step by step, give you versions for beginners, talk about common mistakes, and provide real practical examples. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's dive in.
Okay, so the secret to a great answer is having a structure. A good introduction is like a very short story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. The structure we recommend, and the one that works in almost any situation, is present, past, future.
I love this structure because it's so logical and easy to remember. Let's break down what each part means. First, you start with the present. This is a quick snapshot of who you are right now. It's your current situation. For example, your current job, what you are studying, or a major interest in your life at this moment. It's the headline of your story.
Perfect. After you've set the scene with the present, you move to the past. But this is not your entire life story. It's the relevant background. It's the part of your story that explains how you got to your present situation. This could be your previous job, where you graduated from, or a key experience that led you to where you are today.
Exactly. The past gives some important context to the present. And finally, you finish your story with the future. This part is all about where you are going. It's your goal, your ambition, or what you are excited about for the near future. This is the part that connects you to the person you are talking to because it often explains why you are in that conversation.
So let's say it again. Present, past, future. It's a simple roadmap. It stops you from getting lost and talking randomly. It gives your answer a clear, professional, and confident flow.
Okay, let's build an answer together, starting with the present. This should be about 1 or 2 sentences long. The goal is to give the most important information about you right now.
The easiest way to start is with your name and your main role. For example, hi, I'm Brian, and I'm an English teacher here at TalkUp. Simple and direct.
Let's look at a few different contexts. In a professional setting, like a job interview, you want to be specific about your professional role. You could say, I'm a marketing manager with over 5 years of experience in the tech industry. Or, currently, I work as a software developer at a company called Innovate Tech. My name is Chloe, and I'm a recent university graduate with a degree in graphic design.
Notice how those answers are clear and give important professional information. Now, what about a casual or social setting like meeting someone at a friend's party? The focus is different.
In a casual situation, your job is still part of your identity, but you might want to start with something more personal. For example, well, I'm originally from Canada, but I've been living here in London for about 3 years. Or I'm a university student studying history. It's my final year, so it's pretty busy. Or I work as a nurse, which I love, but in my free time, I'm really passionate about photography.
Those are great examples, Chloe. They open up the conversation to other topics, not just work. The key for the present part is to be concise. Give the listener the most important information about who you are now, so they have a clear picture of you.
Okay, so we've introduced ourselves in the present. Now we need to add a little bit of background with the past. This part should connect to your present and explain how you got here. Again, just 1 or 2 sentences.
And the key word here is relevant. The information from your past should be relevant to the situation. In a job interview, you talk about your past work. In a social situation, you might talk about your past experiences or passions.
Let's look at some examples and useful transition phrases. For that professional setting again, after you've stated your current role, you could add, before taking on my current role, I worked as a marketing coordinator at a smaller startup where I learned a lot about social media. Or, I graduated from the University of Manchester with a degree in computer science, which is what sparked my interest in software development. My journey into graphic design actually started as a hobby. I was working in administration, but I spent all my free time learning design online, which eventually led me to go back to university.
See how those past sentences directly support the present? They answer the question, how did you get here? Now for the casual setting.
After you've said you're a nurse who loves photography, you could add, I actually used to live in a small town, so moving to the city was a big change, but I love the energy here. I've always loved history. Even as a kid, I was constantly reading books about ancient Rome, so studying it at university was an easy choice. I got my first camera as a gift a few years ago, and I've been obsessed with photography ever since. I mostly take pictures of nature.
These casual examples are fantastic because they share a little piece of your personality and your story. They give the other person something to connect with and ask more questions about. So the past is all about providing a short, relevant backstory.
This is the final piece of our structure, the future. This part is so important because it ends your introduction on a positive, forward-looking note. It explains where you want to go and often connects your story directly to the listener or the situation.
In a job interview, the future part is your chance to explain why you want this job. It connects your past and present to this specific opportunity.
Exactly. Following our professional examples, you could finish with, and now I'm looking for an opportunity to take on more responsibility and apply my social media skills in a creative and growing company like this one. I'm really excited about this software developer position because it seems to combine my passion for coding with my interest in creating user-friendly mobile applications. Looking forward, I'm eager to join a dynamic design team where I can contribute my creativity and continue to grow as a designer.
Those endings are so strong. They show ambition and a clear interest in the specific role. Now, let's look at the casual setting. The future part can be about your hopes, plans, or what you're currently enjoying.
Right. After telling your new friend about your passion for photography, you could end with, and now that I'm here, I'm really hoping to find some good hiking trails around the city to take more photos. Looking ahead, I'm hoping to travel to Italy next year to see all the historical sites I've been studying. So I'm excited to keep exploring my creative side and maybe even join a local photography club soon.
That's perfect. In a social setting, the future part makes you seem interesting and passionate. It gives the other person an easy follow-up question, like, oh, you like hiking? Do you know about this trail? It's how a real conversation starts.
Okay, we've learned the 3 parts. Now let's combine them to hear what a full answer sounds like. I'll do an example for a job interview. Let's say I'm applying for a social media manager position. The interviewer says, so, Chloe, tell me about yourself. Here's my answer. Well, I'm a social media specialist with about 4 years of experience, focused mainly on growing brands in the lifestyle and wellness space. I'm very passionate about creating engaging content and building online communities. I started my career at a small marketing agency where I managed accounts for several local businesses. That experience was fantastic because it taught me how to handle many projects at once. For the last 2 years, I've been working at a larger company where I helped grow their Instagram following by 50%. Now I'm looking for a new challenge and a chance to lead a social media strategy, which is why I was so excited to learn about this manager role at your company, as your brand's mission really aligns with my own values.
Wow, that was a fantastic answer, Chloe. It was clear, confident, and perfectly structured with present, past, and future. It was probably about 45 seconds long, which is a great length. Now let me try a casual example. I'm at a party and someone I don't know asks me, "So what do you do, Brian?" Which is another way of saying, "Tell me about yourself." Here's my answer. Well, I'm an English teacher, which I really enjoy. I spend my days helping students from all over the world feel more confident with their language skills. It's funny because I actually studied finance at university and worked in a bank for a few years, but I realized it wasn't for me. And I've always loved languages and connecting with people, so I made a career change and became a teacher. And it was the best decision. Now I'm really focused on creating online content, like podcasts, to help even more learners. I'm also trying to learn Spanish myself, but it's a slow process.
That's a wonderful introduction, Brian. It tells me so much about you, not just your job, but your journey and your passions. I immediately have 5 questions I want to ask you.
And for our beginner learners, you can make this structure even simpler.
Yes, a beginner version could be, "Hello, my name is your name. I am a student from your country. Before, I studied your subject in my city. Now, I am here to improve my English. And in the future, I want to be your dream job." Even this simple structure is a complete and confident answer.
Okay, now that we know what to do, let's quickly talk about what not to do. There are a few common mistakes learners make. The first one is talking for too long or too short.
This is a big one. A good answer should generally be between 30 and 90 seconds. Less than 30 seconds can seem like you are not interested in the conversation. More than 90 seconds, and you might lose the listener's attention. Practice your answer and time yourself.
Mistake number 2, getting too personal. Especially in a professional setting, avoid sharing very private information about your family, relationships, or personal problems. Keep the focus on your professional journey.
On the other hand, a mistake in a casual setting is being too professional. If you're at a party, don't just talk about your job titles and responsibilities. Share a hobby, a passion, something about your personality. That's how you make friends.
And the final mistake, sounding like a robot. This happens when you memorize a script and say it without any emotion. Remember to use a friendly tone, smile, and use contractions like I'm instead of I am, and it's instead of it is. This will make you sound much more natural and confident.
We have covered so much today, but the main takeaway is this. You can answer "Tell me about yourself" with confidence by using the simple present, past, and future structure. It gives you a clear path for your story.
And our final and most important tip is to prepare and practice. Nobody gives a perfect answer without thinking about it first. So take some time after this episode to think about your own story. Write down a few sentences for your present, your past, and your future.
Practice saying it out loud. Say it to yourself in the mirror. Record yourself on your phone and listen back. The more you practice, the more natural and confident you will sound when it's time to say it for real.
This question is not a test to scare you. It's an invitation to connect with someone. And now you have the tools to accept that invitation with confidence.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the TalkUp English Channel. We hope you feel much more prepared and much less scared of this very common question. Our challenge for you is to try writing your own present, past, and future introduction in the comments below. We would love to read them.
Don't forget to subscribe for more lessons like this one. Until next time.
Take care and keep talking.